I'll keep my thoughts very brief. So I think we had a wonderful session up till now from the morning, where we learned a lot about the technical aspects of ChatGPT and artificial intelligence. Now I'm going to share some thoughts with all of you from an entirely different perspective, from the business side of things. There's always, I understand that with the emergence of artificial intelligence, and especially in the last few months around ChatGPT, there's a lot of anxiety amongst people, amongst students, amongst different classes of people, as to really see if this is really an opportunity or is it really a threat. And is it going to take away jobs that we are traditionally used to doing? So what is really the future going to look like? So I'm going to present from the business perspective of things as to how I, from a business side, would view something like ChatGPT or something like the future innovations in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Let's all understand that at the end of the day, the reason a business is existing, an organization is existing in the society, is because it is fulfilling a need for the society. It is fulfilling a need for the people of the society. That's the very reason, the purpose for which that organization or that institute is existing. In doing so, it has got a lot of activities that it needs to do. For example, if you have to use a particular product, gets manufactured, it gets designed, it gets manufactured, the various raw materials are supplied to it, it gets packaged, it goes to your various sales centers, and then you are able to buy it. So there is an entire value chain. Now, all these activities across this value chain have evolved over a period of time. As and when the human intelligence has found better ways, better alternatives, more efficient means of doing it, it's become better and better. And technology has been a disruptor, and a positive disruptor, in the sense that every time there has been a great technology that has come to the fore, it's led to a step breakthrough or a step change in the way businesses operated, in the way organizations have been, in the way value chains have changed. So the way I see artificial intelligence or machine learning, I see them as a great opportunity for business, a great opportunity for optimization and bringing in more and more efficiency and value to the society. The reason I say this is, for example, let me take an example of manufacturing and supply chain. With artificial intelligence and with machine learning, we have been able, there are so many examples of businesses that you can see from case studies, which have been able to optimize the amount of material that goes into the manufacturing of a particular product, just using the right amount of material, using the most cost effective material, designing it the most appropriate way. You know, some of you students must go and visit some of the factories, some of the four most modern factories, where the workers who are on the shop floor, they use virtual reality. They use concepts like digital twin, where they are able to see the product virtually and they are assembling the product. Various testings on the products are done using the digital twin, so that you are not doing a testing on a real product to start with, you are doing testing on a virtual product, so that you know what are the pitfalls or what challenges you face, and then you translate it, you rectify things, and then you bring it to the real product. So all these have helped in us achieving better efficiency of our processes, better productivity of our people. For sure, manual labor has become more and more been, or it has been taken over by machines, but that just means that the labor part is being replaced by machines. What we need to understand is that the human potential is much, much bigger. If you're using the human potential to do iterative jobs, to use jobs that don't require too much of thinking, don't require too much of intelligence, it is just repetitive work. In many cases, you are actually underusing the potential of the human. you're actually underusing the potential of the manpower you have. What machines, machine learning, artificial intelligence, automation, digitalization, all these have done is that they have said that we can take over that part, which then makes you think, what do I use the manpower for? And that is where you start exploring different potentials of that manpower to really value add into the whole process. So it has moved us from thinking about using humans as or manpower as repetitive labor from a thought machine or a thinking machine. So now we give more and more importance to our thoughts, to our rationale, to our logic, rather than just for physical manual labor. That is what machine learning and artificial intelligence has done. In terms of products, there are so many products that are being sold in the market. Many of these products, we refer to them as dumb products. Dumb products means they might have all the electronics and sensors, but nothing can be done with all that. What is required is that the product has to be made intelligent. That is, there is some connectivity, that some data is extracted from that product. It makes it accessible to a particular cloud or a set of information, and that information is analyzed and given back to the customer and told that your product is running at 50% efficiency. Why don't you do XYZ? So this is what your artificial intelligence, your automation and digitalization has done, that it has given more and more opportunities for extracting value for the end customers, for extracting value for businesses and organizations, and answering the question of so what. So what is a very big and pertinent question we don't ask most times. We do some activity, but we never ask, so what? What is it that really this activity is going to give? And all these technology developments have forced us to think on so what, because that is something that we as the human potential have to bring to the table and not the machines. I remember an example from my past experiences where we were creating an order tracking system in our factory. It was a tool that had to track a particular sales order, a particular customer order, right from the time it was acquired till the time it was dispatched to the customer. We were doing it completely manually in the factory. And the files were moving from table to table, right? And it used to go through a complete manual process. And we were wondering, why is this not automated? We started the automation journey, and you'll be surprised, for those people who haven't worked in corporates will be surprised to know that designing the entire automation tool and updating it with all the required information probably took 30% or 40% of the time and effort in the whole project. And the 50% to 60% effort was in convincing the people to use the tool, was in making them accept the change and start using the tool. Why was this a problem? This is what in typical management theory you would call as change management and resistance to change. Why is this the case? Because they feel that this, if it goes away to automation, their power goes away. Their security of job goes away, because this is what they were known to do. Now that is being done by a machine or by a tool. So now what will they do? What will they be recognized for? So it stems from a place of insecurity, which stems from a place of lack of skills, because you are not skilled enough.
Hello. So I'm sorry to interrupt. Could you please wrap up the session in another minute so that we can stick to the schedule?
Yes, sure. So the reason, the entire point that I'm trying to make is that technology is always a great opportunity. It is a great support. We must use our intelligence and use it the right way. And if you do it the right way, it will help you build more capabilities and more skills so that you are able to better utilize them. So I would end with the message that technology, be it AI, ChatGPT, all of that are all great tools and opportunities, and we must learn to leverage them. That's all. Thanks a lot. Hari Om.